Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? I would like to offer an apology for some of the things that have been going on here this afternoon. They are not nice things, they are not right things. And I would like to state guarantorically that we do not want any children that may be here watching this afternoon to go home and try these things out for themselves. I am, of course, talking about reading books. It is not normal for kids to behave in this fashion. It stunts the brain, wears out the eyes, makes kids ugly, stinky, fatty, sweaty, Betty, boring, gaseous, and crucially, gives them verrucas of the mind. Under those circumstances do we condone such activities, and we do so utterly without reservoirs. Now, may I ask, by way of a show of hands, how many adults here in the audience this afternoon have ever read a book? Come on, show of hands. You sir, down on the front row. Can I ask your name, please, sir? Nick. Well, Nick, don't take us the wrong way, but bookworm, stinky little bookworm, reading all his books like a stupid little bookworm. You read books like a worm. Worms read books, you read books, worms are stupid, you're a swerm. Now, Nick will learn from this experience. He won't stop him reading, but he'll never put his hand up in the theatre again. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you the pinnacle of our achievements as a species, the very reason we bothered evolving out of unicorns in the first place. Somewhere on a show I heard, a picture tells 1,000 words. So telly, if you bothered to take a look, is the equivalent of like lots of books. All my note I learned from telly. This big beautiful box of facts. If you know a thing already, baby, you can turn the channel over just like that. Endless joy and endless laughter. Folks living happily ever after. All you need to make you wise is 23 minutes plus advertising. Why would we waste our energy turning pages 1, 2, 3 when we can sit comfortably on a lovely bump watching people singing and talking and doing stuff? All I learned from telly. The bigger the telly, the smarter man. You can tell from my big telly just how clever a fella I am. Take it away, son. Genius! Got enough one in there for me, sunshine. You can't learn that from a stupid book, Mick. All I learned from telly. What's a thing and what's a pie? I was pretty smart already. Now I'm really, really smart, very, very smart. Endless content, endless channels. Endless chats on endless panels. All you need to fill your muffin without having to really think or nothing. Why would we waste our energy trying to work out Ulysses when we can sit happily on a lovely balconies watching slightly famous people talking to really famous people? All I know I learned from telly. The bigger the telly, the smarter man. You can tell from my big telly just how clever a fella I am. Who the Dickens is Charles Dickens? Mary Shelley, she sounds smelly. Charlotte Bronte, do not want it. Jane Austen in the cold posting. James Joyce doesn't sound nice. In the queue and I feel like spewing. William Shakespeare, Moby Dick. Easy, Grandma. Hold it together now. All I know, I learned from telly. The bigger the smarter man. You can tell from your big telly. What a very clever. So much, don't ever believe me. You are everything to me.
anymore because I don't want to ruin it. Well, on the way back I found a newt. A newt is like a really ugly lizard that lives in water. So I pick it up and no, I will not say any more. I'm going to the newt in the Trundle's jug. It's going to be brilliant! That I need to reach to climb the trees you get to climb when you're grown up. And when I grow up, I will be smart enough to answer all the questions that you need to know the answers to before you're grown up. And when I grow up, I will eat sweets every day on the way to work, and I will go to bed late every night.
Why? Is there a child at school is behaving like a bully?
Oh no, not a child exactly.
Matilda, are you
What
sure
did you
what's
expect?
going on? Story? Did you say story? Did you say? Matilda, what are we waiting for?
Slowly, very slowly, the acrobat wound her shiny white scarf around her husband's neck. For luck, my love, she said, kissing him with the gentlest of kisses. Smile, we have done this 1,000 times. But suddenly, she hugged him with the biggest hug in the world, so hard that he felt she would hug all the air out of him. And so they prepared themselves for the most dangerous feat that had ever been performed. The great escapologist had to escape from the cage, lean out, catch his wife with one hand, grab a fire extinguisher with the other, and put out the flames on her special design dress within 12 seconds before they even reached the dynamite and blew his wife's head off.
Sorry, go on.
The trick started well. The moment the special design dress was set alight, the acrobat swung into the air. The crowd held their breath as she hurled over the sharks and spiky objects. 1 second, 2 seconds. They watched as the flames crept up the dress. 3 seconds, 4 seconds. She began to reach out her arms towards the cage. 5 seconds, 6 seconds. Suddenly, the padlocks pinged open and the huge chains fell away. 7 seconds, 8 seconds. The door flung open and the escapologist reached out one huge rattled arm to catch his wife and the child. 9 seconds, 10 seconds.
Oh, I can't look!
11 seconds. And he grabs her hand and suddenly the flames are covered in foam before they can both be blown to pieces.
Hooray! Yes! So the story does have a happy ending after all.
No,
No?
no. Maybe it was the thought of their child. Maybe it was not. But the escapologist just as a touch too much foam. And suddenly their hands became slippery. And she fell.
Was she okay? Did she survive?
She broke every bone in her body, except for the ones at the ends of her little fingers. She did manage to live long enough to have their child, but the effort was too great. Love our little girl, she said. Love our daughter with all your heart. She is all we ever wanted. And then she died. And then things got worse.
What? Worse? Oh no, Matilda, not worse. They can't get worse.
I'm afraid they did. Because the escapologist was so kind that he never for 1 second blamed the evil sister for what happened. In fact, he asked her to move in and help look after his daughter. She was nothing but cruel to the little girl, making her wash and iron and cook and clean and beating her if she did a thing wrong. But always in secret, so the escapologist never suspected a thing. And so the poor little girl grew up with the meanest, cruelest, horriblest thoughts you could possibly imagine.
Let's call the police!
Mrs. Phelps, it's
What? Oh, yes! Of course! Oh, Matilda, you are so smart. Your parents must think they won the lottery having a child like you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do. They're always saying that, in fact. They say, we're so proud of you, Matilda. You're like winning the lottery. Yeah, I better go.
I'm so clever, I'm so clever, I'm so very, 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 very clever. I'm so very flaming clever, what a very clever fella I am. Come here, you! Yeah.
Stop, there's having on there, now don't let me.
Everyone, gather round. I want my family to share of my triumph. Not you, boy.
I'm a girl.
155 old bangs on my hands, all polished up at the mileage on the clock telling the truth. That each one was knackered. How would I possibly make the mileage go back? I couldn't very well drive each one backwards now, could I? Backwards! And suddenly I had the most genius idea in the world. I ran into the workshop, grabbed the drill, and using my incredible mind, I attached the drill to the speedometer of the first car, turned it on, and whacked it into reverse. Backwards! Yes, boy, backwards, exactly. Now a drill's motor goes backwards thousands of times a second. And within a few minutes, I'd reduced the mileage on that old rust bucket to practically nothing. I did it to every single car. Backwards!
Stop talking that down and there's a good boy.
10 minutes later, the Russians show up. Great big nasty face, Davis, expensive suits, dark glasses. I don't know, they thought they were.
Russians are nocturnal. I saw it on a program last night. That was Badgers. A program about badgers. Something. And did it work? Fantastic! Now we are to Bobby Dalfa all day long. But you've cheated them. That's not fair at all. They trusted you, and you cheated them. What's the matter with you? What have we done to deserve a child like you?
You know what I'm going to do tomorrow? I'm going to go down to that night, and I'm going to tell that old bag that you are never to be left in again.
What? No, please don't.
And if she does, I'll have her fired. And you will never read another stinking book for as long as you live. I'll put an end to your stories, young man. Now, get in there and stay in there, you nasty little creep!
Alone in her room. She never said a single word about the advanced bullying. She didn't want to cause a fuss, and so she suffered in silence. This only encouraged the woman to greater cruelties, until one day she exploded. You are a useless, filthy, nasty little freak! And she beat her and threw her into a dank, dark, dusty cellar, locked the door, and went out. But that day, the escapade just happened to come home early. And when he heard the sound of his daughter's tears, he smashed the door open.
can hurt you, you've nothing to fear. I'm here. Have I been so wrapped up in my grief for my wife that I've forgotten the one thing that matters to us most? I love you so much, my daughter. I shall spend the rest of my life making it up to you. We shall be together forever.
Don't cry, Daddy. I'm alright, Daddy. Please don't cry. Here, let me wipe away your tears.
Forgive me.
Daddy, forgive me.
I didn't mean to desert you.
I didn't want to upset you. Please, Daddy,
Don't cry.
Alright.
Nothing can hurt you. You have nothing to fear. I'm here.
When the little girl fell asleep, the Essex thoughts turned to the acrobat's sister, and an almighty rage grew inside his great heart.
This demon, this villain, this monster, she has sullied the memory of my wife. She has betrayed the trust of her own sister. She has shown cruelty to the most precious loyalty of my marriage. Bullying children is her game, and let us see what this creature thinks she can do. And the wrath of a grown man stands before her.
But that was the last the little girl ever saw of her father, because he never came home ever again.
Matilda, I've got you those books we spoke about. You like
What are you doing with those books, woman?
They're for Matilda.
No, they are not. Not on my watch. There is an age for reading, and an age for being a filthy little toad. These are toads, aren't you, Bog Trotter?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull. Only Bog Trotter here is now a good toad. Sit. It has become clear to me, honey, that you have no idea what you are doing. You believe in kindness and fluffiness and books and stories. That is not teaching. To teach the child, we must first break the child. Quiet, you maggots!
But no one was speaking, Miss Trunchbull.
Miss Honey, please understand that when I say quiet, you maggots, you are entirely included in that statement. Where is my jug of water?
Oh, I'll do Miss Trunchbull.
Stupid girl. Look at you! Flabby, disgusting, revolting, revolting, I say! I think it's high time we toughened you all up with a little fizz ed. This school of late started reeking. Quiet, maggot, when I'm speaking! Reeking with a most disturbing scent. Only the finest nostrils smell it, but I know it oh too well. It is the odor of rebellion. It's the bouquet of dissent. And you may bet your breeches this headmistress finds this foul odoriferousness wholly olfactorily insulting. And so, to stop the stench's spread, I find a session of phys ed sorts the merely rank from the revolting. The smell of rebellion comes out in the sweat, and phys ed will get you sweating, and it won't be long before I smell the pong of aiding and abetting. A bit of phys ed will tell us who has a head full of rebellious thoughts. Hold, just like a rotten egg floats to the top of a bucket of water. The smell of rebellion, the stench of revolt, the reek of insubordination, the wave of resistance, the pomp of consent, the funk of mutiny in action. Before a weed becomes too big and greedy, you really need to nip it in the bud. Position 2, before the world starts to turn, you must scrape off the dirt and rip it from the mud. A whiff of insurgence, the stench of intent, the reek of prepubescent protest, the pong of defiance, the odor of coup, the waft of anarchy in progress. Once we've exorcised these demons, they shall be too pooped for scheming. Some double time discipline should stop the rut from setting in. All right, let's step it up. Double time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Discipline for children who are listening. For midgets who are fidgeting and whispering in history. They're chattering and chittering. They're nattering and twittering. Is tempered with a smattering of discipline. We must begin insisting on rigidity and discipline, persistently resisting this anarchistic mystery. These minutes you are frittering on pandering and preaching, while little advantage they just need discipline. The simpering and whimpering, the dribbling and the sprinkling, the mere tiny tissue, it's an issue we can fix. There is no mystery to mastering the art of crossing mystery. It's discipline, discipline. The smell of rebellion, the stench of revolt, the reek of prepubescent plotting, always of resistance, the pong of dissent, the funk of moral fiber rotting. Imagine a world with no children. Close your eyes and just dream. Imagine, come on, try it. The peace and the quiet, a burbling stream. And now imagine a woods with a cottage. And inside that cottage we find a dwarf called Zeke, a carnival freak who can fold paper hats with his mind. And he says, don't let them steal your horses. No, don't let them take them away. If you find your way through, they'll be waiting for you, singing, nay, nay.
She's mad.
And there, just like I said, the stinking maggot rears his head. Even the squittiest, piteous mess can harbor seeds of stinkiness. Have you ever seen anything more repellent? Have you ever smelled anything worse than that smell of rebellion? The scent of seafood, the reek of insubordination, the whiff of resistance, the pong of dissent. And I will not stop till you are squashed, till this rebellion is quashed, till the law is sweaty,
This is teaching at all. I think it's just cruelty.
That is because you, Miss Honey, are pathetic. You are wet. You are weak. You are, in fact, a snivelling little newt. Well, there's a newt here.
Quiet,
You!
What? No, not me. I didn't.
Cockroach! You did this, you vile, repulsive, malicious little sinner!
No, stop.
What's that, maggot? Stop when we're only just getting started.
Miss Treadwell, don't please, you'll pull his ears off.
I have discovered, Miss Honey, through many years of experimentation, that the ears of small boys do not come off, they stretch. In fact, I think I can feel these ones stretching now.
Miss Treadwell, no! Leave him alone! You big, fat bully!
How dare you? You are not fit to be in this school. You ought to be in prison. In the deepest, dankest, darkest prison. I shall have you wheeled out, strapped to a trolley with a muzzle over your mouth. I shall crush you. I shall pound you. I shall dissect you, madam. I shall strap you to a table and perform experiments on disgusting sluts. Shall suffer the most appalling indignities because of you. Yes, you.
Have you ever wondered, like about how when I say red, example, there's no way of knowing you've read. The same thing in your head is red things in my head when someone says red. And how if we are travelling at almost the speed of light, and we're holding a light, that light will still travel away from us. At the full speed of light, which seems right in a way. And I'm trying to say, not sure, to wondering inside my head, not just a bit different from some of my friends. These answers that come into my mind, and these stories deliver to me the need. And everyone shouts that they seem to like shouting. The noise in my head seems incredibly loud, and I just wish they'd stop. My dad and my mum and the telling the stories would stop for just once. And I'm sorry, I'm not quite explaining it right. This noise becomes anger, and the anger is light. This burning inside me would usually fade. It's discerned today, and the heat and the shouting, and my heart is pounding. My eyes are burning, and suddenly everything is. Quiet. Like silence, but not really silent. Just that still sort of quiet. Like the sound of a page being turned in a book. Or a pause in a walk in the woods. Quiet. Like silence, but not really silent. Just that nice kind of quiet. Like the sound when you lie upside down in your bed. Just the sound of your heart in your head. And though the people around me, their mouths are still moving, the words they are forming cannot reach me anymore. And it is quiet, and I can
Well, that was interesting. I think we all better go home while we still can. Matilda, I think it would be wise to go before she comes back.
Please. I moved it with my eyes. Am I strange?
How do you fancy a nice cup of tea?
What do you think it is? The sting of my eyes.
I can't pretend that I know, Matilda. But I don't believe you should be frightened of it. I think it's something to do with that incredible mind of yours.
You mean there's no room in my head for my brains, so they have to squish out through my eyes?
Well, not exactly, but yes, something like that. You certainly are a special girl, Matilda. I met your mother. She's unusual. What about your father? Is he proud to have a daughter as clever as you?
Oh yeah, he's very proud. He's very, very, very proud. He's always saying, Matilda, I'm very proud to have a daughter as... That's not true, Miss Honey. That's not what he says. He's not proud at all. He calls me a liar and a cheat and a nasty little creep.
I see. Here we are. Home sweet home.
Are you poor?
Yes, I am. Very.
Don't they pay teachers very much?
They don't, actually. But I'm even poorer than most because of other reasons. You see, I used to live with my aunt. But then one day, I was out walking and I came across this old shed. I fell completely in love with it. I ran to the farmer and I begged him to let me move in. He thought I was mad. But he agreed, and I've lived here ever since.
But Miss Honey, you can't live in a shed.
I'm not strong like you, Matilda. You see, my father died when I was young. Magnus was his name. He was very kind. But when he was gone, my aunt became my legal guardian. She was mean and cruel, like you can hardly imagine. And then, when I got my job as a teacher, she presented me with a bill for looking after me all those years. She'd written everything down, every tea bag, every electricity bill, every tin of beans. And she made me sign a contract to pay her back every penny. She even produced a document that said my father had given her his entire house.
But did he really do that? Magnus, I mean. Did he really just give his house?
I don't know. But I find it hard to believe. Just like I cannot believe that he would have killed himself. Which is what she said happened.
You think she did him in? Don't you, Miss Honey?
I cannot say, Matilda. All I know is years of being bullied by that woman made me, well, pathetic. I was trapped.
And that's why you live here.
This keeps me dry when the rain falls. This door has to keep the cold at bay. On this floor I can stand on my own 2 feet. On this chair I can write my lessons. On this pillow I can dream my nights away. And this table, as you can see, was at 14. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. It isn't much, but it is enough.
But Miss Honey, she's got your father's house. She's got everything that's yours.
On these walls I hang wonderful pictures. Through this window I can watch the seasons change. By this lamp I can read. I am set free. And when it's cold outside, I feel no fear. Even in the winter storms, I am warmed by a small, stubborn fire. And there is nowhere I would run. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. For this is my house. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. This is my house. This is my house. It isn't much, but it is
Cry, please don't cry, I'm here.
Even if it's a storm, I'm warm. Stubborn fire. Without time, don't pay much heed. I know that I heard you. Think I need is in here. Isn't much, but it is enough for me. It isn't much, but it is enough for me.
Miss Honey, is this your father's scar?
Yes. My mother gave it to him before she died. You see, she was Well, yes, she was happy. And my father was
An escapologist.
Matilda, how do you know that?
So they were your parents.
What?
The people in my story.
What story?
A story. I would tell her the story, and I thought I was making it up. But it's real. It's your life. I've seen your life.
You've seen my life.
She did him in. Let's go to the police.
No, we can't. We have no evidence.
But you can just tell them. Tell them she did it.
That wouldn't work. Matilda isn't being my word against hers, and he would never believe she was capable of murder.
But why? She was so cruel to you. She bit you. She shouted at you. She locked you up in tiny cupboards and threw you in cellars.
Stop, Matilda, please.
Miss Honey, your aunt's a murderer. She killed Landis. Who is she?
A contract is a contract is a contract.
Miss Trunchbull.
world's children, there are two types of human being. The winners and the losers. I am a winner. I play by the rules and I win. But if I play by the rules and I do not win, then something is wrong. Something is not working. And when something is wrong, you have to put it right. Even if it screams. What are you looking at? You. Well, this class is going to have a very special spelling test. Any child who gets one single answer wrong shall go to choking. You. Spell. Oh, now let me see. Yes, I know. Spell neat.
Neat. N-E-W-T. Neat.
What?
Silly children, she's very good at teaching.
Nonsense! Miss Honey is too soft and peachy to be good at anything. Well, any moron can see that. You! Stand up, turn around, and spell the one thing that you all are. Revolting!
Revolting. R-E-V-O-L-T. I need you revolting.
You're cheating!
Of course she's not cheating, she's simply spelling the word.
These little specks of dust can't be this clever. They are worms!
I taught them, that's all. With kindness and patience and respect.
How dare you bring those words into my classroom, madam? You know nothing of teaching, and I shall prove it. You, filth dog, snot nose, spell amchalakamanial septricolistimosis.
What? That's not a word, he just made it up.
Spell or go to choking. And I should warn you, it has silent letters. Oh dear. Oh dearie, dearie, dear.
Hey!
I'm so sorry. It was a silent Z. You're going to choking.
Cat! C! A! F! Cat! I've got a bonus. You have to put me in choking too.
What?
Dog. D-Y-P. Dog. And me. Table. X-A-B-F-Y. And me.
What are you doing? What's going on? Stop!
You can't put a sword in choking.
You have to put me in choky too. We can't put us all in choky, miss. Come now, maggots. Did you think I hadn't thought of that? I've been busy. A whole array of chokies, one for each and every one of you. And now that our little spelling test is over, I can tell you that each and every one of you has failed. You see, children, in this world, there are two types of human beings, the winners and the losers. And I am
The chalk! Look, the chalk!
What?
It's moving.
It's moving. Look. It's writing something.
What the devil
No one's doing anything.
Agatha. This is madness.
It can't be. It can't be.
Give my Jenny back her
Stop this deal here. It can't be, Magnus.
and she was now the owner of the beautiful old house, which had up until that moment been owned by the evil aunt, one Agatha Trunchbull. She moved in immediately, and she was very happy, happier than she'd ever been in her entire life.
As for Miss Trunchbull, she was never seen again. The Chokies were immediately destroyed, and a new headmistress took over.
And her name was Miss Honey! And it was often said it was the best school in all the land.
And do you know something else? Matilda was never again able to move things with her eyes. I thought perhaps it was because her mind was being challenged, but she said it was because she no longer had a need for superpowers. so much to help others, but he was stuck with parents who were mean and cruel and called her names, and I would feel my blood boil. And I would wish that I could just do something.
So, this is the end. And I wish so much that I could tell you that the story has a happy ending. I wish so much that I could tell you that Matilda got the love she deserved. But perhaps the truth is, not all stories have happy endings.
Don't stand there, Goldpin. We're going to Spain.
Spain? But why?
Because this idiot, this snitch, this twig brain, seemed to think it was a good idea to send out you 55 old bangers to the Russian mafia.
I didn't know there was a flaming Russian mafia, did I? Come on, boy, we're leaving forever and we're never coming back.
Let Matilda stay here with me.
I beg your pardon.
Mr. Wormwood, I would love to take Matilda. If she would like to stay with me, that is. I would look after her with love and care and respect, and I'd pay for everything. Would you like that, Matilda?
You mean leave our daughter here with you?
What did you say? Did
She'll be
you
here any minute.
Dad, you called me your daughter.
Damage my legs! What beautiful legs! You are the Wormwood's daughter?
Yes.
Where is your father?
I don't know.
The Wormwood is a stupid man, and being stupid, he assumed I was stupid too, and that is a very, very stupid and rude thing to do.
Yes. But I'm afraid my father is quite rude and very, very stupid.
You know this? At least there is one clever one in the family. What is your name, little girl?
Matilda.
I like you, Matilda. You seem smart. Sadly, in my line of work, I don't often get to meet smart people like you. Most of the people I deal with, their thinking is all backwards. Backwards! I должно покрывать своего мерцавец глупец. Да, приятно познакомиться с такой умной девочкой.
Спасибо. Мне тоже приятно познакомиться с вами.
Ты говоришь по-русски?
Не так хорошо, как бы мне хотелось. Это красивый язык. Поэтому я буду стараться изучать его дальше.
Matilda, who taught you how to speak Russian?
Well, I taught myself, I suppose. I was reading Dostoevsky, and I just thought it would be better to read it in the language it's written in.
I am serious. It is truly an honor to meet you, Matilda Wormwood. Matilda, your father has been stupid and rude to both of us, yes? I can very easily have one of my friends teach him manners, and one day, when he leaves hospital, he will still be stupid, but not so rude, I think. I give this as a gift to you. What do you say?
Mr. Sergey, this is a very tempting offer. But he's my father, and I am his daughter. I think I've had enough of revenge.
This little girl Your father is very, very stupid. But he is also very, 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 very punished to have you as his daughter. Although if I happen to be doing business here again, I see him. He will not be so lucky.
Quick, let's get out of here before you change your minds!
What about the girl?
Oh!
Do you want to stay here with Miss Honey?
Yes. Yes, I do.
And do you want to look after her?
I do.
Well, we are a bit short of room. So, yes.
Thank you.
And Matilda leapt into Miss Honey's arms
And hugged her.
and Miss Honey hugged her back.
And they hardly noticed as the wormwood sped. As the wormwood and Rodolfo sped away in the distance.
Because they had found each other.